And here's what is really cool about this, okay? This is encouraging. If you're anything like me, the word evangelism terrifies you. Here's why. I think we've done ourselves a disservice. We think evangelism is this, you've got to be a jack of all trades. You've got to know the Bible backwards and forwards to do evangelism. You've got to know how to answer every difficult question imaginable about the Bible, which you probably don't feel like you can do. I don't feel like I can do. Number 3, you feel like you have to be the hospitality winner of the year, bringing people over, just welcoming people all the time. Number 4, you feel like there's like this list of 4. Are you with me on this? To do evangelism, you feel like you have to do 100 things well, and we can't do 5 of them. I can't do 4 of them very well, so I'm like, I'm not even going to try. Anyone ever had that feeling before about evangelism? Okay, let me give you a simple biblical way of doing evangelism. How about this? We do it as a body, not as a Lone Ranger scenario. So think about this. Some of you in this room love inviting people to your house. I think my wife has the gift of hospitality. Many of you in this room have the gift. You just love having people over, okay? Now imagine, some of you are extroverts. Ethan, where are you? Some of you, where's Ethan at? Ethan, all right, yeah. Ethan has never met a stranger because he's at my house. He runs across the street, just starts talking to our neighbor. I'm like, I've hardly met them yet. And he's already getting to know, he's getting their phone number, they're all this stuff. So here's the deal. Listen, if you're asking me to be the super extrovert who goes and wins 50 friends and brings them to small group, I'm not going to be that person. And a lot of you think that's a nightmare, right? I could never do that. That's why we have Ethans in the room, okay? Now, I want you to follow this, okay? Collectively, we have all the gifts and talents and all the abilities from God that we could ever need to see people won to Jesus, but not one of us has all of them. Praise God, right? We don't want to glorify that one soul winner who just, they just keep saving people and the rest of us just stay in our little huddle. That's not what we want, okay? What we want is the extroverts in the room who just meet new friends. We want those people to bring them into our discussion groups, into our houses, into our family groups, into our community. Invite them in, okay? And then once they get there, have the people who love hospitality welcome them into their homes. Have the people who love to discuss apologetics and difficult questions about the Bible, bring those people in. You see what I'm saying? Have the prayer warriors start praying. Each of us have a contribution. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 12, the eye cannot say to the ear, I have no what? Not as well of a known verse. Should probably use John 3:16 for these moments. Yes, the eye cannot say to the ear, I have no need of you. Nor can the foot say to the hand, I have no need of you. Paul says, we, though many, form one body. He's not here. Listen, he's not talking about the universal church across the world. He's talking about every local church. Within this room, there are unimaginable gifts and diverse talents in this room, talents that I could never dream of having myself, that you have. And so we together, imagine this. Imagine we have a bunch of little discussion groups that meet weekly or once every other week. Imagine this. And we're inviting our unbelieving friends and coworkers and classmates into these relationships with us. And we're hanging out and we're having a game night. And it's not like some kind of beat down the door evangelism, scare everybody, like you're going to become a Christian or we're going to disown you mentality. Maybe. No, don't do that. Don't just be normal friends and invite people into conversations about Jesus and let them see that Jesus is a normal and kind of weird part of our lives, right? I mean, you guys are nice and all, but you talk about Jesus a lot and it's a little weird. I mean, some of the stuff you guys believe is they need to see this.